Hello, welcome to the video. I'm the Storm, Steel City Storm that is, and if you are just now finding the channel, welcome to it. If you've been a subscriber for any length of time, I really appreciate you being here, and hope you enjoy what I do. I try to be original. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I decided that instead of just rambling on, I'm going to just go ahead and talk about a little bit about myself and why I do what I do and what I do as far as being the Steel City Storm. All right, I am over here on Route 20, also known as Melton Road, and we're going to take a little ride down Stagecoach Road. I wanted to start the video off so you see who you're riding with. You shouldn't be riding with strangers, you know. And I'm going to talk a little bit. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, I respect that. You know, you still enjoy the video, turn it down, put a little music on, or, you know, something like that. But if not, if you'd like to hear what I have to say, I'm a small YouTube guy who really enjoys going out and doing what I do. I will never, ever beg for subscribers or all that stuff like that. It's just not why I started doing YouTube. I never want to lose that appeal or that feel for it, because I really enjoy doing these things. I mean, going to places and kind of videoing them and documenting places and little adventures and seeing the good, the bad, the ugly, the shining, the rare, the few, you know, the garbage, the litter, the beautiful statues and the drive-alongs. A lot of people enjoy these drive-alongs, so if you're one of them, it's fall. It is November 2nd, and just got home from working and decided to take a little drive and thought this would be a good time to record and go for a ride down Stagecoach Road. I'm gonna go right down it. I'll turn around and come back up it, and that'll be the video. Hope you're enjoying. November 2nd, 2023. I'm Storm. Now that you know what I look like, get on in. Let's go for a ride, Stagecoach Road. Get in. All right, now that you're in, I want to start off with saying hello to everybody and thank you for your comments and everything. It really means a lot to the content. I mean, it just adds so much, a lot of memories and everything. My name is really Paul, and my last name is King. I was born and raised in Gary, Indiana. I went to Franklin, Bailey, Lew Wallace. We are now turning on Stagecoach Road, by the way, in case you didn't know that. I've got quite a few. This is just a nice little road to take a seasonal drive down and do one in the winter and in the summertime, but this is the fall of 2023. I'm 58 years old. My family was largely from Etna, 10th Avenue, 13th Avenue. Big shout out to everybody out there. And my mom and dad divorced when I was young, and we moved to Glen Park, and my mom remarried, and I moved with my mom, and there I attended Franklin Elementary, Bailey Junior High School, and Lew Wallace. There was a year that instead of going to Bailey, I went to Kennedy King School out in Miller. Went to 8th grade in Kennedy King School. So that's when I lived with my dad for a while before I moved back home. My mom, my father eventually, you know, is not here with us anymore. I lost him at 15. So yeah, went through a lot of stuff growing up. Always had a lot of fun though. Life was life is fun. I loved growing up in Gary. I never thought I would leave. I never thought I would leave Gary. I never thought Gary would be the way it is. That's why I can relate to a lot of you people who have found the channel by being, you know, from Gary or being interested in or knowing about it. You know, I've heard so many awesome, fun memories and stories from people on the channel, and you know, just my uncles and my dad and all his brothers and my aunts, and, you know, all the fun stuff we used to do, you know. Go out cruising, the drive-ins, the game rooms, the bowling alleys. You know, that's where it was at. But anyway, I was raised around that era, you know. Like I said, I am 58 years old. Be 59 in January, born in 65. And I moved away for a while, went through some stuff, moved away, came back, and haven't been to Gary in a while, you know. And I was like, I wonder what, you know, the old neighborhood looks like. And I was shocked when I drove through the first time. It was like, I expected it to be bad, but no, I didn't expect it to be that bad. And something inside of me just said, you know what, this should be documented, because either it's going to get worse and that needs to be known, or it's going to get better and it needs to be known. Either way, there's something here that is worthy of documenting and, you know, making a YouTube channel. Not to mention, it's a unique niche, unique thing, because nobody else has really done it. I mean, a lot of people's been out to Gary and explored Gary, you know, but not like, you know, not like me. I could proudly say that. Not like me. You know, I have over 2,200 videos. Back in the days when, like, the first 2-3 years of it, we would go out and hit 4 or 5 places a day and never run out of things to do. There's so much abandonment between the schools and the playgrounds and the blocks, the Broadway businesses. I didn't believe it either. I didn't sit there and watch it go from that. I left Gary when Gary was a little bit rough, you know, but it was still cool to go back there and see it was that bad. It's just why, you know, I never have understood it. I think, you know, I'm not going to talk politics, but, you know, we all have our opinion. And I know what I know, and I don't want to get into that because that's not really what I'm here for. What I'm trying to say is I try to do these videos without all the big controversy and, you know, raising voices and stuff like that. Now, when I first started doing them, I would get mad to go see something and just see total disregard for littering. I mean, we have seen whole blocks with not only littered, but the garages and the houses and the sheds, even dog houses jammed with garbage. That's uncalled for. That's terrible. And those few people that do that, that live like that, they make it bad for everyone else, because what I've seen is when you see it in a certain area, there's always somebody that comes back and dumps something else in that area too. I mean, I've seen so much. I found a dog. We found a lost dog. Me and my brother was out exploring over on Jefferson Street downtown and came across a dog living under about 9 big hefty bags of garbage, standing in the middle of the street with no houses around. I've seen kids walk down the street while we were exploring. Matter of fact, Callaway Nursing Home one. I was upstairs taking it all in and just like, wow, those vines growing everywhere, and we were really into it. And I looked out the window and I seen this young black lady with this beautiful little girl in her little princess coat sparkling, and she looked up and she waved at me, and I looked down there and they walked around a big old pile of garbage down the sidewalk, and that did something to me that day. That did something to me. That made me want to get out there and say, you know what, this garbage needs to be cleaned up, and this is uncalled for, and if it's there, I'm going to document it. That's not right. Those children shouldn't have to look at that. And my good memories of Gary have nothing to do with none of that garbage, because it was never like that. You know, but not getting into the trash and everything of Gary. It's just, it's fascinating. When people talk to me about it, I have people all the time in my family or work and stuff, and they know what I do. And they ask me, like, well, what do you think happened? Or have you ever seen this? And I've seen pretty much all of it, you know? And it should be fun. And when people start taking it too serious, or they just want views, or they just want, I don't know, the attention of it. And when they get that, they start getting really kind of, I don't know, smart mouthed about things and kind of taking the fun out. I mean, that's what I've seen over different people. But overall, back in the day when we used to do that, we didn't have all that. There was quite a few groups of guys that went out, and I knew all of them. They would always get a hold of me and say, hey, what's up at least, or where's that place at you explored? And then the more that you see people doing it and doing like places that we do, you know, they act like, you know, they don't know us. They don't hashtag, they don't promote. And these guys got good channels. I don't like that. So I just don't deal with it. I'm not interested in any collaborations. I'm not. I don't care about it. I've been down that road. It's been fun, and I don't want to meet up with somebody that I don't know and go out and put my life on the line doing what I do just so somebody can turn around and, you know, get views from it. If you're missing the whole vibe of it, for me, you got to have that vibe of, you know, I'm fascinated with this. This is interesting. This is unique. This is fun. When you start losing that, then, you know, what's it all about? To me, I love Gary, Indiana. It's just what I know. It's all my memories, all my childhood memories, all my aunts and uncles, my grandma, my dad, my friends, my cousins, bowling at the bowling alleys, walking all the way to Hobart, to Oak Ridge skating rink, cruising Broadway, all that stuff. It's all tied right there in Gary. So I don't want anyone to think that I do this to show how bad Gary has gotten. I'm out there trying to capture memories. And sometimes while I'm out there doing that, I see things that are just fascinating. Like, wow, who would ever believe that I seen 5 houses in a row with no boards on it, no nothing, and just completely out there. I've never seen anything like that. Not even in Detroit. There's no place you can compare to Gary. Maybe now, but when we started doing this 5 years ago, it's in 2018, it was just crazy. I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to express to you that I have been all up and down and all around Gary. And to see my elementary school sit the way it does this very day, Franklin, on 35th Avenue, it's more than just a video to me. And I know that if it's like that to me, it's going to be interesting to somebody else, at least if they're not from Gary, or it's just interesting to see something that is sitting in decay, urban decay. That's exactly what it is. And every now and then, you know, I see something, and I don't think it's going to get a lot of views, but I think it's nice. Like the little monuments here and there. People tell me, why don't you put nice videos on? Well, are the nice houses? People don't want me driving by their houses with their cars up in the driveway and their plates and everything showing, or showing their street and stuff like that, and showing the nice places. You know, I mean, if I drive by them, I drive by them. But I'm not going to go out there and just drive around aimlessly up and down a nice street and show a bunch of houses, because that's not what I'm here for. If somebody wants to do that, that's fine. I'm out here with the fascination of, wow, this is still here. You know, like my school, it might look bad, but I remember it when it was good. And that's the feeling I go for. As you can hear, I'm a talker and I enjoy a good conversation. But if my vibe ain't right, then I'm just not in it. I'm just not in it. I've been through a lot of rough stuff when I was younger. I've been through a lot of happiness, and I've been through a lot of sorrow and losses. And I understand that life is short. I'm 58 years old, and, time's flying. My children are giving me grandchildren. I'm a grandfather. And life changes just like the scenery, and it could be for the good and the bad. I guess you can't please everybody, but some people don't want to be pleased. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be dealing with anything. And they leave it all to the next person to do it. I think that's where it all went wrong. I think it takes a community, just like it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to start pointing out that, hey, these guys are over here littering, or hey, this and that, without the fear of retaliation. Back in my days, if you hurt a child, somebody's kid, or somebody's mom or sister, you paid a hefty price for that. Let the bodies hit the floor and let the chips hit the deck. I know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna get into details about that, but nowadays, it just seems like these children are missing the very fiber that makes up their soul. And that is not being put in situations where you have to work things out. They think it's so easy and they know so much. And the respect level, not all of them, but the respect level and the crimes that I'm starting to see all over the place every day, it's these young guys shooting women, children, and they don't care. They don't care. That's a problem with social interaction. I think that's what's missing today. We have all these things like the internet, the cell phone, YouTube. Just like I got this YouTube channel. Before I did this, I used to take car rides all the time. This is not my first van, but I never had anything to capture the memories of it or share it with somebody. And that's what I'm trying to do. I want to start doing live streams, and I really enjoy watching music, video reactions, and movies and stuff like that. I think I'd be good at that. But I want to have fun doing it. And as long as you all are here and you're seeing what I'm trying to do is something unique, and it's against the current, against the tide. It's not the most popular thing, but that's okay. It don't have to be. I enjoy what I do because it's who I really am. I like getting out there and going for car rides. And now that I found out that I can go out and explore places and put them on YouTube, I just love doing it. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you've been with me for a long time, thank you so much. If you're not a members only and you would like to be, you can access a vault of over 200 and I believe 50 videos. And these are videos that have never been on the YouTube channel, behind the scenes, and some funny stuff and some eye-opening stuff. I made special content and put it back there to show that I appreciate you all. If you would like to be a member only, it'll give you a little symbol next to your name, and if you're a member only somewhere else, you know what it's all about. For $9.99, I get about $7. I think I got about 14 people now, and it doesn't even come up to $100. So I just thought it would be really cool to get a bunch of people starting the members only, and that would tell me that, hey, you know what? Maybe you got a bunch of people that are behind you and want to help you, and you help them create something special we can all enjoy. Now that I'm done rattling on, I'm going to take a peaceful ride down by Marquette Park by myself and look at the fall colors. I'm the Storm. I hope you've enjoyed this rattling talk that we've had up and down Stagecoach Road, November 2nd, 2023. See y'all next video. Hit that like, subscribe too.